Welcome to day 3 for Wellness Bootcamp for Quarantine. Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Minke. This is Minke Wellness. And, here we are. You can feel the stress kind of mounting. Our hair is all getting longer because we can't get a haircut. And I think we're going to figure out how to do haircuts. If I come back with a really bad haircut, you know what happened. So we're on day 3, and it becomes... This is there's some important stuff we need to talk about. And one of them is to support the immune system, right? So we've got some basic systems, especially as it pertains to this respiratory virus that we're concerned about. We want to keep a healthy respiratory system and a healthy immune system. Those are the two things to help maintain, keep those things functional and up. We want to keep those up. And so here's our wellness strategy. Don't hurt the respiratory system. Don't hurt the immune system, right? Stop poisoning ourselves. Don't do anything that would hurt the immune system. I would I say steps, but they're all, you have to do them all at the same time. So don't hurt the immune system, support the immune system, and manage our stress. And so let's talk about all 3 of those components in the context of the immune system in particular. And stress is a bigger part than you think. And so I'm probably giving you stress by talking about the stress. I don't know how to deal with stress. So let's talk about some strategies for stress. So don't hurt the immune system. Well, that's a lot of chemical stuff, right? There's chemicals that hurt the immune system. And I've already mentioned this, but I'm going to say it again. Synthetic fragrances, synthetic chemicals, and Lysol, and all these things, that bleach, those are things that are chemicals, chemical exposures. If you haven't cleaned those things up in your life, gotten rid of those, and we tend to kind of let go of some of these things under duress. In other words, well, this is an unusual time, and so I'm going to go ahead and use bleach. This is the very time when you would not want to be using bleach, and when you would not want to be using chemicals that would hurt your body and hurt you see what I'm saying? So it's not like, oh, I'm on a vacation, therefore I can go ahead and eat ice cream. Well, that would be a bad time to be eating a bunch of junk on vacation, because you've just spent all this money to go on this great vacation with all the family, and so you're going to feed everyone crap so they can get sick in the next 24 hours? That doesn't make it. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes we kind of screwy about what our priorities are. And so for us in the Minke household, this is our Minke Wellness I'm spouting to you. Here's Minke Wellness wisdom for you. During times of special cases, when we know that things are out of balance, you're not going to be eating the normal things, you're not going to be conducting normal activities, those are the times when we're more diligent about being clean. We're more diligent about putting our oils on. We're more diligent about those things, not less. We don't loosen the criteria during times of stress or change or overwhelm. Those are not the times to fall down on our wellness skills and our wellness activities. So I'm just going to encourage you to, and this is the power of having solid wellness, confidence in wellness, that when the proverbial poop hits the fan, you've got it. You've ready. You know how to do this wellness thing. It's not like, oh, I can't deal with this. I'll just go back to the normal junk that I was doing that got me ill in the first place. That doesn't make any sense. So the immune system, protect the immune system. Well, one of the elements that hurts the immune system is stress. Stress actually brings the immune system down. So how do we manage our stress amidst all of this? Take a deep breath. Breathe in love. Exhale stress. Breathe in God's love, just showering. God is loving me. He's loving on me. Pick a color, pink, coming in. Exhale. Get one of your oils like Joy or something like that, or Envision or White Angelica. Valor, we used it on the first day. Great oil for this too. Bring in the good, right? So that's a single breath that can change our stress, or where our stress focus is. There are concerns. There's a difference between, I have a legitimate concern, we need to, I can't get enough groceries to feed 7 people in one trip to the grocery store, which is kind of frustrating, right? I can't get enough. I have 7 people to feed in our house, and 2 of them are growing teenagers. Well, yes, 2 of them are growing teenagers. They're eating a lot more these days. So
I understand. I get it. So there's some concerns. There's things that, like, okay, how do I, problem solve and manage and manipulate, you work on those things. But the stress, the extra stress of things that, it doesn't help. So thinking about the good things, being grateful, gratitude, all those things help. Okay. So that's just a little bit. We'll talk more about stress and some of the oils. We've got great oils coming up, about stress away, lavender. We got some great oils in our kit that we can start using. But I want to kind of focus now. Let's switch from the stop poisoning the immune system to support. How do we flood the immune system? How do we give the immune system tools? And here's where essential oils are phenomenal. The plants make essential oils compounds very deliberately. They don't do it by accident. The plant is manufacturing these chemicals and it's using resources, valuable resources, instead of using those sugar and all those nutrients and all those resources. Instead of focusing on growing, they're spending some of those resources. In fact, some of those plants are a significant amount of those resources in what's called secondary metabolism, which is this essential oil production. So they're actually deliberately producing these essential oils, and so you have to ask the question, why? What are those oils doing? And of course, as we start to look at it, we look at the research and all the rest of it, and you see all this amazing research that shows the essential oils protect the plant from exterior factors, both physical stressors, changes in temperature, changes in from dehydration, heat, and droughts and things like that. The essential oils protect from the stress of that, but they also protect against the various infectious things that plants get. Okay, and so if it's helping the plant against those things, then we can assume because it's a chemical-based system, we can assume those chemicals do the same thing for us. So we have an amazing tool, an extra chemical support to our immune system, right? Our immune system is doing its thing, but we can add extra boost in the form of essential oils. And there's nothing better in our arsenal than our Thieves Vitality. And so Thieves oil is a blend of lemon, rosemary, eucalyptus, clove. I lost one in there. I'll just have to look at the bottle. Clove, lemon, cinnamon, of course, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. And this blend is amazing. And this is a supplement, right? This is a supplement. This is put into a Vitality label. There's no difference between the oil in this bottle and the oil that is labeled Thieves without this label. In other words, the only difference is the label. The quality of the oil is the same, but because of the FDA requirements, we have to, in order to talk about an essential oil as a supplement and something that would support the inside functioning of the body, which is what a supplement does, we have to talk about it from the label, with the label that's a Vitality label. Okay, so here I have veggie caps from Young Living. I don't know if they still sell these, but I mean, these are very old. And so I've got a capsule. This one's broken. Let's find one that's not broken. Like I said, these are pretty old. So, okay, here's one. So I've got this empty capsule right here. And what I can do is I can put this Thieves Vitality in a capsule. I'm going to show you how I do that. So I take the top off, right? Here's the thing. I'm going to hold this here just so for safekeeping. And then I'm going to fill this up. Now, you can put as much or as little as you want. In this case, I'm not showing you anything here. Here you go. So here is the oil. I lean the bottle onto the top, and you can see the oil's dribbling in. I don't really care about how many drops per se for me. I'm going to do a half a capsule. Maybe that's 10 drops. You see, maybe that's 10 drops or so. If you want to count the exact drops, that's fine. But like I said, my method, it ensures that nothing misses. I keep it. I just lean that top of the oil bottle across the opening, and the oil just dribbles through. And like I said, if I know that there's 20 drops in a big capsule like this, then half of it is 10. So here's 10 drops. Now I'm going to take this. Or I'm going to throw it around. But you can dilute this in a little bit of olive oil if you want to. I'm not going to mess with that. But I now have my red drink that I've made properly. I kind of messed it up yesterday on the video. But here's my oil capsule.
And my red drink, oh, I love this red drink. So here's immune booster number 1. The oil capsule I just took, immune booster number 2. And so it gives me literally the chemical resources that the plant uses, that all these different plants all combined use these compounds for their own purposes in protecting. And so this is a great, great supplement. So there's some extra boost to the immune system that we have right here in the form of Thieves oil. And we'll talk more about Thieves again when we come back and talk about some of the Thieves products. But for now, we're using it as a supplement to support the immune system. So here's the lesson. Our quick lessons here are: pay attention to the wellness strategy as it pertains to our immune system. Let's not toxify our immune system with chemicals. Use those natural hand sanitizers. Use the DIY formulas with the ethanol, which is a better antimicrobial than isopropanol anyway. And certainly we don't want to be spraying with bleach and all the rest of that stuff, because those chemicals are hurting us. So use natural cleaners. Now, soap and water does more for getting rid of bacteria that's 99% of it right there. You don't need antimicrobial. We just need to have hygiene. Okay, so there's a difference between sterilizing things and just being hygienic. Okay, and at this point, what we're talking about, hygienic is all you need. The rest of it, there's no evidence that I can be confident with that it's justified in terms of using a chemical that supposedly maybe kills this virus, but I know is hurting my body. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's a trade-off I am not willing to have. Okay, so don't poison the immune system. Flood the immune system with nutrients and manage our stress. And we'll talk a lot more about managing stress. Happy wellness, one day at a time.